We are back to the Pokemon game show here at Japan Expo in Santa Clara, California. We have 2 players left. One of these players is going to be facing off against our champion. But who do you have to face before you can face the champion?
Each other.
Yeah, it is Elite Four, yes. Alright, so in this round, our players will be facing off against the Elite Four. So, before we get started, we have to have a toss-up, and I will explain the game. So, fingers on buzzers, we have a trivia question, and it reads as follows. And if you listen carefully to this question, even if you don't know about the generation we're talking about, you should be able to figure this out. Here we go. The last Pokemon on the National Pokedex, Genesect, is dual type. One type is Steel. And Josh? Bug. And the other is Bug. That's what we were looking for. Josh, that means you have a decision to make as soon as I explain the game. You are going to be facing off against the Elite Four. The first Elite Four member you will see is Chantal. Chantal has 2 Pokemon, and they are Drifblim and Gengar. On the board are names of attacks. You must first find an attack that is super effective against Drifblim, and then find an attack that is super effective against Gengar, in that order. If you can do that, you will defeat Chantal. Now, we will keep playing until someone defeats her. So I ask you, do you want to go first, or do you want Petra to go first?
Oh, Petra, go first.
Okay, that's the strategy.
I'm the subway.
Okay, Petra, you are first. So first, call out a number, try to find an attack that's super effective against Drifblim.
14.
Behind number 14, we find the attack Assurance, which is super effective against Drifblim. Right. Find an attack that is super effective against Gengar, and you will defeat Chantal.
30.
Number 30. Behind number 30, we find Bite, which is okay, so we turn those both around. And Petra, you get credited with 1. Whoever defeats the most Elite Four members will get to face the champion and will win the free badge to next year's Japan Expo. And I hear what you're saying, audience. It's the Elite Four. So we could have a tie. If that happens, something cool is going to happen. Anyway, so let's get Chantal off the board because she has been defeated. Fingers on buzzers, players. I have another question for control against the next Elite Four member, and it reads like this. It is a Dex entry. To keep its pitch black tail hidden, it lives quietly in the darkness. It is never first to attack. And that's Josh.
Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet! All right, you face the second Elite Four member, and it is Marshall. Marshall has 2 Pokemon, Breloom and Medicham. Do you want to go first, or do you want to go second?
I'll go second.
You'll go second again. All right, so that is actually a decent strategy. It backfired on you before. Petra, we're looking for an attack that is super effective against Breloom.
6.
Number 6, and behind number 6 we find Icy Wind, which is now find an attack that is super effective against Medicham, and you will have defeated Marshall.
25.
25. Behind number 25 we find Rock Slide, which is not super effective against Medicham. Okay, now it is your turn, Josh. First Breloom.
6.
Number 6, we know that.
18.
18. Behind number 18. You missed. Back to you, Petra.
Okay, 6.
Number 6, we know that.
13.
Number 13. Behind number 13, we find that you also missed. Okay, back to you, Josh.
6.
Number 6.
2.
Number 2. Behind number 2 is Shadow Sneak, which is super effective against Medicham. Go Ghost is super effective against Jam, who is fighting and psychic type. So we are tied. You've each defeated one Elite Four member. Let me just go ahead and bam, they're defeated. There we go. All right. Fingers on buzzers for the third Elite Four member. And this is going to be a Poke Puzzle, players. Fingers on buzzers. Smiling, amorphous, Josh?
Ditto.
Transform, purple, limber. Ditto is correct. Okay. Now, remember the information that you already know because it could come into play. In other words, don't pick the misses again. Okay, so the third Elite Four member is Grimsley. Grimsley has two Pokemon, and they are Honchkrow and Crocodile. Do you want to go first or second?
Petra can go first.
Okay, Petra's going first again. All right, you need to find an attack that is super effective against Honchkrow.
27.
27. All right, 27 is Ominous Wind, which is not super effective against Honchkrow. Back over to you, Josh.
12.
Number 12. I am number 12. Power Gem is super effective against Honchkrow. Now Crocodile. The audience can't help you.
24.
24. Rock Throw, not super effective against Crocodile. All right, over to you, Petra.
12.
12, yeah, we know that.
22.
22. She feels good about 22 for some reason. Behind 22, Night Slash, not super effective against Crocodile. Josh.
12.
Thought you might mix it up and get the other one, but okay, that's fine.
8.
8? Did you say 8?
I did say 8.
You did say 8? Splash attack is not super effective against anything. All right, back over to you, Petra.
12.
Number 12. Thank you for saying it. Thank you so much.
29.
29, near the end of the board. 29. Yes! Ice Ball! Okay, so here we are. Petra, you have 2. Josh, you must defeat the final Elite Four member in order to stay in the game, and then something cool happens. All right, fingers on buzzers. To face off against the final Elite Four member, here is the trivia question. Costing 9,999 coins in red and 6,500 coins in blue, what was the most expensive Pokemon you could acquire in Celadon City's game center? Don't say anything, audience. Josh?
Dratini?
Incorrect. Petra, do you want to just take a guess? All right, mine is blank. All right, audience, it was? Porygon. That's right. All right. The next question is a Dex entry, and it reads as follows. It rotates its arms to generate electricity, but it tires easily, so it charges up only a little bit. Petra?
Electabuzz.
Incorrect. Josh?
Some electric Pokemon.
Okay.
What did he say?
You were close, but only a little bit. So it wasn't Electabuzz, it was Elekid. All right. We're down to our last Poke Puzzle, and then we move into questions that I just pull out of thin air. All right, because we will get a winner. Here we go. It's a Poke Puzzle. Rock, Flying, Fossil, and Josh?
Aerodactyl.
Old Amber. Aerodactyl, that's correct. Now face the final Elite Four member. It is Caitlin. Caitlin has 2 Pokemon, and they are Gallade and Alakazam. Do you want to go first or second? We know a lot of attacks on the board now. What's your pleasure? Audience, don't say anything. First or second?
Second.
Okay, Petra, you're up first. First, Gillade.
10.
Number 10. Powder snow is super effective. No, it's not. Sorry, I'm looking at the next one. Okay, Josh.
10.
Why are you thinking 10?
I want her to give me more information.
Oh, okay. Well, we know that's wrong. All right, Petra, who's playing strategery on you, Petra?
Five.
All right, behind number 5. Shadow Claw is super effective against Gallade. Alakazam for the win.
20.
Number 20. Behind number 20, we find Crunch! Congratulations, Petra, you have won the Pokemon game show. Now, audience, before you get up and walk away, we're not finished yet. What? We're not finished yet. Josh, we have to say goodbye to you. You fought valiantly, you tried strategy. Unfortunately, it backfired at the end. We have parting gifts courtesy of Pacific Media Expo. You get the same prize package. Let us give it up for Josh. Petra has won 3 tickets to the Japan Expo. We're going to do it right after this. Stay tuned. Do you like the Pokemon game show? Yeah. Would you like to see it come back to Japan Expo next year? Yeah. Would you like to see Petra forever immortalized in the Pokemon game show? Now here's the deal. Petra, you've already won the pass. So you've won everything physical that you can possibly win on this game. Now, we're playing for posterity and immortality. You have defeated the Elite Four, or at least enough of them to call it good. Now you just have to face one more challenge. Who do you face after the Elite Four? It's not Gary Cleveland Oak, but it is the champion. So let's move on. Here is the championship round. Petra, you are now going to face off against the current champion for Japan Expo. As this is the first time we've done Pokemon Game Show at this con, the first time this con has existed over here, so you know, that's kind of goes without saying. That means you are going to have to face the current champion, which in this case is our friend Iris. Yes. Iris is the champion. Iris has 3 Pokemon. Now, you defeated 3 Elite Four members, and so we're going to give you 3 theoretical Pokemon. Your 3 theoretical Pokemon know every single move on the board. Some of those moves are super effective against her Pokemon. Some of them aren't. So what we're going to do is, one by one, you have to face off your Pokemon against Iris's. You'll pick an attack. If it is super effective, it'll be a one-hit KO. If it is not, it will do 1 HP of damage. All of Iris's Pokemon have 4 HP. Now, on the board, there are also 7 squares that say KO. Those represent your theoretical Pokemon being knocked out by Iris. If you can defeat Iris's 3 Pokemon before you find 3 KOs, you will become the champion of Japan Expo Pokemon Game Show. And next year, if I come back and that comes back, that's going to be you where Iris is right there. We will actually put you in the game, and you will pick your own 3 Pokemon so that next year's players will try to defeat them. And since you've already got a badge, you'll be able to come and cheer or do whatever you like on stage as the champion. Alright, so let's play this game. Now, Iris is going to start off with her first Pokemon, and it is Archeops. Alright, there are attacks on the board that are super effective. If you can find one right now, it'll be a one-hit KO. You know what? Let's make things a little more interesting, shall we? Where do you begin?
15.
15. Behind Pokemon, please. And it is our red Lapras. Begin.
20.
Number 20. Fly. Not super effective. 1 HP of damage. Continue.
14.
14. Ice Beam. Not super effective. 1 HP of damage. Continue.
21.
21. Dark Pulse. Not super effective. Now, you will knock out Lapras if you can avoid the KO.
9.
9. Shadow Pulse. You now have 2 theoretical Pokemon versus Iris's last Pokemon, and it is Salamence. I will tell you, there are 4 super effective. No, there are 3. No, there are 4 super effective attacks on the board. Find one of them right now, and you're the champion. Where do we begin?
30.
Number 30. Behind number 30. Keep time. Here we go. 1 Pokemon left on both sides. This is a true championship battle. Petra, where do you want to go?
16.
Number 16. If it's ice, if it's dragon, you're the champion.
It's a dragon.
Ice
1.
Dragon 16. Congratulations. How do you feel? Do you feel like you have just fought the battle of your life?
Yes, but I'm a Subway boss. This is what I do.
Congratulations, Petra. Not only are you coming back next year, if I come back, which would you like me back?
Yes.
Make sure to let me know, and perhaps it will happen. And Petra, you get free admission and you live in the Bay Area, so I assume you're coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So we will get you to send me how you wish to appear. Are you an artist? Or can you get someone who is an artist to represent you in Pokemon style? Because that makes it much easier for us, because my artist is too busy.
So you like want someone to draw me, or you want like a photograph?
Drawing would be preferable.
I know people.
You know people. You get with me within the next year and do that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, congratulations. We'll get your information and send it on to them, and you'll get that badge. Well, audience, that was the Pokemon Game Show. What do you think? Now, tomorrow we have Anime Pressure Luck, which someone could take us for lots and lots and lots of DVDs and all sorts of goodies. That's going to be tomorrow at 2:45. I hope you're here for that. In the meantime, thank you so much. This has been Greggo. This has been the Pokemon Game Show, Japan Expo 2013. So long for now.
I think today is also very popular.
I know.
Yeah, the earlier were